welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Today, a friendly or perhaps not so friendly battle in the Yellowhammer State that will resonate from the Tennessee River Valley to the Wiregrass. It's the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, this is a big deal for Auburn. New head coach Alex Golesh, he told me that he is so excited. They've got some crucial pieces in the transfer portal, and he believes this Auburn job is a diamond. He is ready to make it shine bright here this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Auburn's offense will go on the attack first. And here comes Byron Brown, an incoming transfer out of South Florida. He's the one that'll be called on to keep this offense churning.
Well, and it goes without saying you're expecting big things from this quarterback, particularly in this game based on who they're playing. But when you're watching this guy play, you can just see the decision-making and how quickly he's able to process what's happening defensively. His physical traits are absolutely off the charts. That's why many people are projecting him to be an early-round draft pick whenever that happens. But no doubt today he is licking his chops. He's got a chance for a big one.
Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they...
Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Auburn lines up quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the counter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Lost a throw on first down. Williams open on the right side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it.
There's some room. Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. They're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
It'll be a run on third and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
This is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The run inside. It's Paul. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game.
Could be an alley. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. Trying to get outside and nothing doing. They deny in the end zone.
offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Nimrod. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
On target over the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Brown will throw it into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Gentry. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They'll open this drive, looking to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. RPO complete to open the drive. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Skips away from pressure. That's caught by Williams. Turning it on. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
They'll try the left side, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They were really hopeful he... Guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the 1st half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Gets the back moving. Brown wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. And this one will be ruled incomplete. Made the catch, but just couldn't stay in bounds. Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No room to return, and no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football.
Got some room to run. He's now up to 64 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Trying to run, it's Ncaa. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ncaa. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Brown will throw it. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fakes the grab on the left. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throwing on the run. Got it down the field. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. He goes right back to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. That's caught. It's Johnson. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And now to your game at Jordan-Hare Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ollie, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Coming out of the locker room, the Gamecocks head coach told me, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Paul. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. The hand to the running back.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gamecocks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Pressure coming. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Going with the ground game left. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd, 1st, as this defense is ready for this guy. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Gamecocks will go for it on fourth down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. From the gun, give on the inside. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Ncaa, and he's knocked down.
And you could tell the QB was going there the whole time, right? Quickly get the football, throw it to the left, get it to your running back in some space, but the defense was ready for it. They were sitting on it, came up and made the play.
He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After run, now throw. Got a man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Headed to the fourth, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the catch. It's Gentry. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this game?
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, looking for a man. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 40. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ncaa. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Auburn lines up quickly. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Tigers are back on top.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ncaa. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on over. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Running inside, it's Paul. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Savage.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, at this point of the game, at this field position with only a few...
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here. And, man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football,